I want to start this video off with a quote from the late, great Marvin Gaye. And it says, "I used to go out to parties and stand around because I was too nervous to really get down. But my body, it yearned to be free. I go out on the floor hoping somebody might choose me, but no more standing up beside a wall. I done got myself together and I'm having a ball. Because long as you're grooving, there's always a chance that somebody watching might want to make romance. Up until a few years ago, I thought that song was just about some man up in a club. Move it up, bop, 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 boom, bop, bop. Meena, 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 meena. What? 15 minutes. 15 minutes.
Hey, my law enforcement brother, but he's retired. I'm still on the job. I got 4 years.
Hey y'all, my name is Renee and I am a woman in her 50s who one day looked around and realized my life was full, but I felt empty. I had built this beautiful picture, but it wasn't mine. It was everything I thought I should want: security, stability, status. But deep down, I knew none of it truly reflected my heart. My husband and I were separated at the time, so I decided to go ahead and buy an RV and start a healing journey. Now I'm traveling, growing, and living a spiritual journey that's teaching me more than I ever imagined. For those of you who've been around from day one, I'm back and I'm glad to have you here. And if you're joining me for the first time, I want to welcome you. The real story is still unfolding. I want to welcome you to Gypsy's Soul Reborn. Now, let's go. I've been wanting an RV for years. Therefore, I have been watching a lot of content creators who owned RVs and took trips. Honey, I was like a fly on the wall. I wanted to watch anybody who was taking a trip in an RV. And I stumbled across the Adventure Bandits. And they have a gathering. And this is not just any gathering. This is like what Good Times was in the 70s. This is like the Soul Train of camping. Many people have done vlogs on their experiences at the Adventure Bandits. And here's my take. Coming from someone who used to sit and watch them depressed, I used to say to myself, man, I would love to go, because my mom owned an RV and we would go to the campsites and we would sing and have karaoke, and she met some of her best friends up until she died at a campsite. So I always longed for that life, right? But now I'm in the South. I grew up in Cali. Now I'm in the South and I don't know anybody. And I didn't have an RV. So I would sit on the couch and watch their gatherings. And I always told myself, one of these days, I am going to go. I had no clue how I was going to make it happen, but I believed that it was going to happen if I just believed that it would. And I watched 2020, I think 2. I watched them in 2023. And now it was my turn. But I want to keep it real with you. I was a little nervous about going because, like I said, I'm coming out of depression. And what that meant is it was hard for me to show my face. It was hard for me to be in a crowd, you know. I kind of became an introvert, you know, and I'm more comfortable when I'm by myself. So now I'm about to take myself out of my comfort zone. And I was just wondering, and hoping that I would have a good time. Hey y'all, I am currently in Mineral City, Ohio.
A few moments later.
It was more me, and I kept waiting for him, and I got tired of waiting for him. Okay. So I said, okay, I'm going to get one, but I'm going to get one small enough for me to drive. So I got the Class C, like the little diesel chassis, Mercedes chassis like thing.
Let your spirit rise. Let your spirit rise. Let your spirit rise. Let your spirit rise. We've come to free your mind so you can find the key to live a life sublime. You give all you can give and live your life like it's a gift. If you wanna find your place, you got to leave your space. Cause that's the only way you're gonna elevate. Yeah, you gotta hold the line till it's showtime. Yeah, and just let your spirit shine. Well, sometimes there ain't no easy way to say all the things that we need to say. And we spend so much time looking for the easy road when all we need is right there in our soul. Let your spirit rise.
before we go. Give me one more smile.
One more smile. All right, Renee. L&L Camping Adventures.
Tomorrow we're leaving Atwood Lake, and I need a minute to sit with it all. I came to the Glampout with high expectations, but what I experienced, it blew all of that out of the water. Somehow, the magic of it all was even better than I imagined. I stepped out of my comfort zone, and it's like the uncomfortable version of me, the one who hesitates, who worries, faded into the background. What showed up instead was the real me, the authentic, free, wild open me that I've worked so hard to reconnect with. And when I finally had a moment to sit still or dance, baby, I danced, because that's what real freedom feels like. It's been a long time since I've been surrounded by that kind of energy, just real groovy down home people. No egos, no fake smiles, nobody trying to one up on anybody, just good-hearted, like-minded souls vibing together. Now, I ended up staying an extra day, and let me tell you what happened next was divine timing. Ashanti from the Avenger Bandits and her best friend knocked on my RV door, walked into Miss Suge like they had always belonged there, and without knowing it, became the very first visitors. The love they poured into my spirit, woof, it was everything I didn't know I needed. That moment is stitched into my soul.